Hello and welcome to Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. This is the penultimate episode of Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend of the season.
Not the show.
Not the show. Yeah. We are coming back, the penultimate episode.
Yeah.
Not the final. I love using that word. I don't get to use it much.
Do you ever use anti-penultimate?
No. What is anti-penultimate?
That's like third to last.
Third to last?
Yeah.
Oh, you'd think it'd be the opposite
I know.
of... That doesn't make sense. So the third from last is the anti-penultimate.
Yeah.
That's stupid. Remind me never to take a long road trip with you. I think I'd strangle you.
There's no danger of that.
Just you and I. There's 80 miles of desert, and you and I driving in the night, and you're like...
They would just find my body and dusty body on the side of a road.
No, trust me, Gorley, they would not find your body.
Jesus.
They'd find a coyote years later wearing your glasses. Let me. This is our second to last episode. Something's a little bit different today, which is no Sonam of Session today.
Yeah, it feels off.
Yeah, it feels. It's not quite the same because there isn't someone here with a ton of hair.
Yeah,
just a massive, giant pile of dark hair who's laughing,
right?
Which always adds something to the podcast, and also periodically jumping in to shit all over me.
I'm uncomfortable without her here. Like, just talking to you one-on-one makes me incredibly uncomfortable.
Why are you uncomfortable?
I don't know. You just
those eyes that have such keen intelligence staring at you.
No, it's the look of a madman.
Some say madman. Some say look of keen intelligence. Tomato.
Okay.
We do have sitting in for us is Jack of all trades, Jen Samples. Hey, Jen.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Describe what you do at the show, and I just mean that for the viewers and also because I don't know.
The viewers.
Well, I basically research the guests.
I know.
Yeah.
You do a lot of research on the guests.
Yes.
Well, you do a great job.
Oh, thank
I
you.
do have a complaint to
Yes.
lodge.
Okay.
Let me talk about this.
Okay.
I get this.
I have my defense ready.
I get this sheet that is, it's just some facts about the guest. And I have to say, I rarely look down at the sheet because most of the people I'm talking to, I'm a fan. Yeah. I have things that naturally pop up. The font. Now, I know this is a podcast and you can't picture it, but imagine the smallest type you've ever seen. In the Guinness Book of World Records, someone once put the entire New Testament on the head of a pin using like a sophisticated laser. And so if you look through a powerful electronic microscope, you can read it. That's the font that I have in front of me.
This is not Jen's fault.
I was going to say, I was immediately going to throw Gorley under the bus here.
Wait. Okay. Well, this is tough because, first of all, the font is not the font size. The font is Cambria, and I don't think you've got any complaints with that. It's a beautiful font. The size. I have to fit all of this onto one page.
Could I keep a baseball bat in here? And I don't mean a big bat, like a stickball bat. More of a dowel, a heavy dowel that's long. And when you start saying, well, first of all, not the font, it refers to, and you wouldn't even get to the minute you said Cambria, it would be a series of high arcing whacks.
Yeah.
Sort of like when medieval puppets, one hits the other puppet.
Punch and Judy.
Yeah,
I know. I'm setting you up. I know what I'm in for. I don't give a damn anymore.
Okay, but I send to Gorley. He changes the font. And I would like to point out on this sheet, there is still space. So he could have made it a little bigger.
Yeah. There's a whole
Jen,
sheet.
You really are throwing me under the bus.
And first of all, I am stunned because Jen seems like a very sweet person.
Yeah,
and
get me on a mic and
that was intense, Jen. I mean, first of all, your first time on mic, and you completely reach across the table like a rabid animal, and attack.
I
Gorley.
do support his decision for Cambria font. I think that's a great choice.
Really good choice. A lot of callers calling in right now, and we're getting a lot of support for Cambria.
Yeah.
A lot of support in the Midwest.
You nailed it on that.
Let's go to the board.
Cambria's ahead, Palatino with a close second.
Yeah.
But let me say something, that's an 11 size font because when I go to 12, it knocks it into 2 pages and you requested 1 page.
I'm not sure I ever did. You keep saying that I requested 1 page.
Why would I make that up?
I don't know. You're a strange man.
This is the second to last episode. Second to last.
Yes.
Penultimate episode to freedom.
Anyway, but Gorley, if I call you Gorley?
No.
I think we have an interesting dynamic here on the podcast, and it's interesting to notice it when Sona isn't here. I mean, we can talk about her because she's not here.
Yeah.
But as you noted, the BBC did a story on the podcast,
Right.
and they said that they cast you all. This person gave a very thoughtful analysis of our podcast.
Yeah.
And what did they say, Gorley? They said that you are the...
If I remember correctly, he thought at first you were kind of like the paternal figure and we
Right.
were the children. But the more they listened, they realized I was the father, Sona was the mother, and you were the wayward child.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not the way I see it.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think that's pretty accurate, I think.
You think I'm the child?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
But a child, like a Twilight Zone child, who has
You can wish us
powers,
away to the cornfield.
yes,
Yeah.
who can control the parents with his mind.
We should get to this show.
You think we should get to the
I
show?
think it's time to get to the show.
Do we have enough good stuff that we can use that we can get to the show now?
Yeah.
You think so? Wow, you've got a low bar.
Well,
Is that
you
your
should
nickname?
see what I'm dealing with.
Oh my God. You're going to miss me. When this thing takes its hiatus,
Yeah.
you're going to miss me.
This is our last recording session, even though it's not the last episode, and you and I will say goodbye for a couple months.
The way Let It Be was the final album,
Yeah.
but not the last one
Abbey
recorded.
Road.
Abbey Road.
Right. See,
yeah.
look at God. You'd almost think we had something in common.
Nope. We don't. My guest today is a very funny comedian, actor, and writer. He co-wrote